The Steigenberger Alcazar in Sharm el Sheikh is a beautiful 5-star resort in Egypt with its own private beach, several pools, in-house restaurants, and everything you need to have a really relaxing holiday in Egypt or to unwind at the end of a long Egypt adventure. I'm Gus, and I started the company Egypt Adventures Travel, providing customized itineraries, arranging group tours and private tours, and also leading tours personally to Egypt. You can get in touch anytime by heading to my website, egyptadventurestravel.com, and filling out an interest form so I can get in touch and talk about how I can help with your trip to Egypt. The Spanish word Alcazar derives from the Arabic word meaning castle or palace, and the Steigenberger Alcazar definitely lives up to its name. The whole property feels like a palace. It was originally built in 2015, and everything from the lobby to the common spaces, rooms, and beachfront feel pristine. Even though the Steigenberger brand doesn't operate any properties in the United States, they have several hotels throughout Egypt, and they're a really solid choice when you're looking for a place to stay during your Egypt adventure. Here's a look at the bar area and the lobby. We hung out in this area right when we got to the hotel and when we were starting our check-in process. We were served a welcome drink, check-in was really smooth, and then we hopped on this golf cart to take us and our bags over to our room. It would have been pretty far, about a 10-minute walk if we would have walked with our suitcases. I opted to book a room with a side sea view and balcony, so this is what you're checking out right now. This is the room that I stayed at the Steigenberger Alcazar. The bathroom had a separate shower and bathtub, which is really nice. There was a wardrobe area with a mini bar, mini fridge, coffee and tea, and some snacks. Here's the main area of the room. Everything felt really updated and comfortable. We had a really great stay here. Here's our balcony, and there's the side view of the sea right there, along with one of several pools on the property. The Steigenberger Alcazar is located in the neighborhood called Nabk, and there are plenty of restaurants and hotels on this neighborhood. So that blue dot is where I am at on the Steigenberger property. North of us is the Nabk Protectorate, so the Steigenberger would be a great place to stay if you want to venture up into that protectorate area. This whole neighborhood was super walkable with lots of restaurants and hotels. We're close by the airport, as you can see. And then just a short taxi ride or microbus ride away is Nama Bay, with all of the hustle and bustle, more hotels, restaurants, bars. And then a little bit further down is the old market area where there's the Sahaba Mosque and some other points of interest, and places like the Farsha Cafe, which is a super popular place to go out for a drink and some beautiful views. So that shows you where the Steigenberger Alcazar is in relation to Sharm. And then down here is Ras Mohammed National Park. So if you're going to head down here for scuba diving, snorkeling, or maybe doing some camping, that shows you where that's at. Right here in the Sinai Peninsula where we are is really far away from the Gaza Strip and Rafah, the border. So just showing where that is in relation as well. As you can see from this map, the Steigenberger Alcazar is huge. Let's look at some of the common spaces that you can enjoy if you stay here. First of all, the beach. That is the most important thing for most tourists when they're coming to Sharm el Sheikh. The Steigenberger has a private beach, which is well maintained with our own private loungers, shade, and access right to the water. We stayed at this resort a couple of weeks before Christmas, and as you can see, there's hardly anybody on the private beach, and there really weren't that many people in the resort in total. This could have been because we were a couple of months past the recent escalation in Gaza and Israel, and folks probably still didn't feel safe traveling to Egypt, even though it still was totally safe at the time and still is. Here's a look around some of the common areas next to some of the pools at the Steigenberger Alcazar. We enjoyed lounging on one of the chaises by the pool. We were able to order beer and snacks delivered right up to our chair, and we enjoyed the beautiful weather that you get in Sharm in mid-December. Now for food, we didn't try any of the on-campus restaurants, but here's a look at the breakfast buffet spread. The Steigenberger Alcazar, like all 5-star hotels and resorts in Egypt, has quite the variety of breakfast food. There were international foods, there were Egyptian foods, there was a made-to-order omelet station. They actually had a full bar, so we were able to order mimosas with our breakfast, which I haven't seen. I don't think I've seen that at any other resort in Egypt. And everything was really fresh and delicious. So just like most hotel buffets that I've tried at 5-star hotels and resorts in Egypt, delicious, awesome, could eat there every single day. They even had my favorite, the fool station with all the spices, where you can make your own Egyptian fava beans and add in all of the fixings that you want. Plenty of hot options, plenty of cold options, a full bakery, a full coffee bar with all sorts of different espresso drinks, so can't praise the food enough. Here's the bar that I was talking about where they just had all of this stuff on hand to make mimosas, which I guess I need to go to other hotels in Sharm because I hadn't seen that before in Egypt. Here's our breakfast spread. Here's everything that we made out with, including iced coffee, which I hardly ever get at resorts in Egypt. They usually don't have it. This is where we sat when we had breakfast too. Beautiful outdoor setting, perfect to enjoy the gorgeous weather in Sharm in mid-December. Like most resorts in Egypt, they had a kids center as well. I don't have any children, so I wasn't making use of the kids center, but it's nice to know for families with children that this is an option where parents can drop kids off if they want to have some alone time, or where kids might just want to go on their own in order to be with other kids and have access to kid-friendly play areas like this playground that you see. Of course, most people are going to spend their time in Sharm lounging at the pool or swimming or doing snorkeling or scuba diving. But for folks who want to play tennis, they have these full tennis courts available. They have the spa as well if you want to book a massage or if you want to book a facial and you want to relax in that way during your trip. And then just past the spa is a building that has another small pool and the fitness center that you see here. The fitness center was well equipped, everything was in working order, and it would be a great spot to get a little workout in during your vacation if you're so inclined. And they had this little water station that also had all the stuff that you need to have some fun on the tennis courts. Now let's talk about safety in Sharm el Sheikh and at the Steigenberger Alcazar. The U.S. State Department is not the be-all end-all for safety recommendations, but even they say traveling to Sharm el Sheikh by air is okay and is safe. The Steigenberger Alcazar is in Sharm. You can easily fly in and fly out. So according to the U.S. State Department, going to the Steigenberger Alcazar and Sharm el Sheikh by air would be a perfectly safe way to spend your vacation. Of course, stay up to date. Keep informed about current events and recent travel advisories and warnings. But according to the State Department, and I also feel like the Steigenberger Alcazar in Sharm is very, very safe for folks to enjoy a nice holiday. So now that you've seen the Steigenberger Alcazar in Sharm el Sheikh, what do you think? Have you stayed here before? Are you planning on staying here? Is there another resort that you stayed at in Sharm that you would recommend over this one or something that's different? Let me know by leaving a comment below. And thanks for watching this video. I'll see you all next time.